Hello and welcome to the Made in Group stand and the Back in Britain exhibition. My name is Jason Pitt, CEO of the Made in Group. Obviously you're at our stand, so thanks very much for coming and seeing what we do. I wanted to talk to you a little bit about why we do what we do and what the Back in Britain exhibition is all around. So the Made in Group has been around for more than 10 years. We celebrated our 10th anniversary last summer. And we were originally an editorial campaign to support British industry. So we've got a long sort of track record of supporting the manufacturing sector at the start of the last recession. And then we've been met with perhaps an even bigger challenge, which is a sort of global pandemic. Particularly hit us hard because we were organising two very large events at the Ricoh Arena in Coventry and also in Leeds. Collectively, they were attended by more than 3,000 people, so they were, considerably, there were significant events in our calendar and for many of the manufacturing companies and members. So within a sort of 15-week period, we've turned around a virtual exhibition concept. We've built the code ourselves from the ground up. As you can see from these stands here, these are we've taken some 2D illustrations which we quite liked. We've created a sort of 4D illustration that you can rotate these hotspots, so you can open up different content within the website, and you can navigate and view what other members are around. As you can see here, each of the stands has a video greeting from a member of staff. You can live chat with members of staff. If the person is not there, you can also send a message, and they will get that at some point during the day as well. So don't feel that if there isn't somebody on the stand that you can't still send a message or express some interest in what they do. So I'll just give you a quick potted tour of the site. So if we kick off with the lobby, so when people log in, this is the first thing they'll see. You've got the networking zone. So every day from 3 o'clock, there will be virtual drinks, and that's where exhibitors and visitors can network. And we use Zoom breakout rooms. We call it Zoom roulette as a way of taking a big group and creating those sort of smaller groups where people can have more meaningful interactions. So if we click into the networking zone, to book on, you just click on there, book on any of those events, and when it's when it's around that time or 5-10 minutes before, if you click on, you should be able to just connect straight to that meeting. Next to the exhibition hall, so we've got the Made in Midlands, Made in Yorkshire. Normally these are two separate events on different days. Obviously, for the purpose of this being online, it made sense to do it all as one big exhibition. So we've got an audience from the Midlands, an audience from Yorkshire. We've also got some visitors from outside of the UK as well. So it's quite a different type of audience this year. If I click into the Made in the Midlands hall to start with, you'll see the different hotspots. I can view the exhibitors, I can view the exhibition hall, I can return back to the lobby, and I can open up our Back in Britain brochure. And the same thing with Yorkshire. When we're in the Yorkshire area, we can do the same there. So if I click onto the Yorkshire page, we should be able to see that. If I go straight into the hall map, though, you can see there's an alternative way of viewing this. So we have all of the stands, so very similar to how you'd normally lay out an exhibition hall, and each of these has a number. You can hover over to select which exhibitor you want to look at. You can enter the Made in Yorkshire hall by just clicking that button there. Return back to the Made in Midlands hall if you wish to. Or perhaps an easier way to search would be to go directly into exhibitors. It's more of a directory type searching mechanism. So if you already know what company you want to search for, or what sectors you're interested in, or what they buy, what they sell, you can search here. So if I look at let's have a look, Acoustaphone. Let's give that a site. Yeah, so that's quite a nice stand. You can see they've added the graphics here, the posters, the banner artwork, brochures. You can download all the brochure content from here, and then I'm able to just chat with the person on the stand just by popping this box open, type a little message in there, and then he will receive that. If he's logged on, he'll be able to respond to it straight away. If not, he'll still receive that message and hopefully respond to you the same day. This is a slightly smaller stand, so this company's got a silver stand, so you can see it's slightly different in terms of its layout. In terms of the layout, it has everything the gold member stand does. It just doesn't have the posters. But yeah, you've got the video greeting, you've got the personal greeting, the posters, and you've got the chat option. No, the challenge for us was to create something which allowed people to be able to understand how effective the exhibition was. So at the back end, every exhibitor has a reporting module. And to facilitate that, we needed everybody to create a profile and log into the exhibition to be able to capture the data to then help people understand who's visited their exhibition. So as I'm scrolling through these stands, Acton Finishing will know that I visited their stand, for example, and it just makes it more intuitive, and the companies get a bit more of a reporting process. So it's very similar to physical exhibition, where somebody might have an attendee list, or somebody might have one of those sort of cameras where they take a picture or a QR code to be able to find out who's visiting the stand. And this is very similar. So that's the exhibitions in a nutshell. I think there are more than 20 events to attend. In addition to the actual online website, we produced this, which was a Back in Britain book. Now, this book, which I do have a copy of it here as well, it's a more than 120 pages thick. It's actually oversized, so it's not A4. It's actually, I don't know, probably about 15%, 20% bigger. So it's an unusual size, and we've used top quality print company and materials. We produced a limited edition of 5,000 copies, which we hand mailed to every delegate, everybody who went on to Eventbrite, everybody who went onto our back end of our own website, and we posted those out to people. We've also sent all of the exhibitors so the half a dozen copies each, just as a souvenir copies, really. So we think because 2022 is such a significant time in history, it would be obviously it's predominantly negative, but the opportunity, I guess, for us was to document this period in time, a bit like a time capsule. So collecting stories that we called Manufacturing Heroes. So over the last sort of 3-4 months, we've been collecting stories on companies that have been working on the ventilator challenge, donating PPE, innovating, doing unusual and interesting things in our business that have really galvanized and lifted spirits at a time when perhaps people were feeling under pressure. So we've documented these stories in this book. We've put probably a lot more resource in this than we would ordinarily, because I think it is really important that people start to invest in British industry. I think it's important that we have a sort of show of strength, and that we don't sort of cower and make ourselves small. We really need to make ourselves big and show the world how good we are. And we'll only do that by innovating, investing, and we need to back each other. We need to back ourselves. We backed ourselves to deliver this, and that's really what this Back in Britain book is all about. It's all about supporting each other and looking at the opportunities, not just focusing on how bad things are. They do say that acceptance is the biggest step towards solving a problem, and I think it's really inspiring that so many companies have actually done that. And this book is 120 pages full of companies that have invested and done the remarkable, really. And I think if you get a chance to have a read through some of these stories, that'd be fantastic. So just one thing to finish on, which is, whilst you're exploring this website, we have a number of hashtags. So we have Backing Britain, we've got MIM Family, we've got MIY Family, and obviously Made in the Midlands, Made in Yorkshire. Backing Britain is the main one. And then we also have, for the exhibition, BBLive2020. So as you're going through these exhibition stands, just take photographs of yourself with your laptop, or perhaps if you've got a cup with your company logo on, with the laptop in front of you. Have fun with it. Do lots of social blogging, micro blogging. If you're an exhibitor, write a couple of stories. Don't just wait on your stand and wait for people to chat to you. Whilst you're working on this project, do some micro blogging, write an article. Talk about the business. It's really important that we're very vocal now, because I think during this time there is a lot of fear in the marketplace. A lot of people are concerned about extending credit to companies, or will that business survive? Is that business going to supply me on time? And with all of that fear, we need to kind of create that bit of certainty, trust, and the fact that we're definitely in it for the long term. And every company needs to do that. So if you're a company with a website and you've not updated your news page for 3 months, get your laptop out pronto and start writing something, because it's really important that people know that you're still in business, that you're open, and that you've done something positive. So I'd like to thank you once again for visiting the Back in Britain exhibition. Love to hear your feedback. So contact any of our team. Contact myself, Jason at madingroup.com, and I'd love to hear what your thoughts are. Thank you very much.